Welcome back. We have breaking updates lined up for you. President Donald Trump has indicated that he does not plan to extend the 90-day pause on tariff for most countries beyond the 9th of July. The end of the negotiating period he previously announced. The administration is preparing to notify countries that trade penalties will be implemented unless agreements are reached with the United States. Trump has stated that letters would be sent out pretty soon ahead of the upcoming deadline. Srinjoy Chaudhary continues to stay live with us. Srinjoy, what does this mean? What can be expected now that the US has said that beyond July 9 there will be no extension? And what does it mean for India?
Donald Trump, as President of the United States, has a right to decide on what he wants to do in consultation with the US Congress. The important thing is there are only two things one can do. One, of course, he is widely known to change his position. And there is still more than a week before we get to 9th of July. So we don't know what he's going to think on the 9th of July. More importantly, it's important for every country, that trades with the United States, including India, to either have an FTA policy, a trade policy with the Americans, or gird themselves for these tariffs. Because the Americans are making it clear, or not the Americans, but Donald Trump is making it clear that he believes his country has been exploited for years and years, and in fact for over decades. And he wants to change that with tariff. And tariff is his favorite word in the English dictionary, he said. So as a result, if he's so clear about tariffs, even though he's changed his position, at least vis-a-vis China so many times on tariffs, it is important for every country, including India, to prepare for it. You either have a policy in place with America, signed and sealed in the next 7-8 days, if it's already not done, or you ensure that your economy is ready, your exporters are ready for the tariffs that America will place.
Okay, all right. What the United States decide and how the trade talks are going to go with the United States is going to be very significant. Srinjoy, over the last few weeks, there have been multiple rounds of talks that have taken place between India and the United States. Quite recently, Trump had also spoken about India, saying you can't just walk in there at all, and saying that there is a need for dropping all barriers. Is that a possibility that could happen? How could that impact the entire country? How could it impact India?
Well, there are Indian interests that have to be kept in mind. And they relate to agriculture, they relate to other areas which are very important. Agricultural issues are very important for India because about 60% of people in India depend on agriculture. And that must be kept in mind by the by the leaders of India. And they are doing exactly that. So naturally, this will lead to serious negotiation with the Americans. Now, it is entirely possible that the Americans will say, have a free trade agreement, pull down all barriers. Now, a lot of that will be very difficult for India. Now, America similarly will have certain problems vis-a-vis imports and exports of certain goods. Now, all these things have to be worked out during strict negotiations. Otherwise, the important point to be noted is that Indian exporters, the Indian economy, has to prepare for these tariffs.
Okay.
There is actually no choice. The only other advantage of this is most countries face tariffs. Many countries face tariffs that are worse than India. To some extent, the tariffs, therefore, will actually benefit India by some odd way. Nevertheless, this is something India has to prepare for.
Okay. In fact, on that cue, we have breaking updates coming in as